she came home.
Carlyle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be, without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant, information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
И здравейте всички от YouTube и добре дошли в следващия епизод на Hitman. Ние сме в Dark Morning днес, като това ще бъде последния таргет от към партньорите на Providence. И ще видим след това какво ще стане. Той е един от най-любимите ми мапове, понеже е с много голяма атмосфера. В смисъл, Рейния и Ингланд трейлерще, какво ще трябва накратко. Anyway, продължаваме. Приготвям се, сменям гъновете и гера и ще се видим в Англия.
Thornbridge Manor, the Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her three adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Good luck, gentlemen. Hello, England. Is the fucking objective. Вижте колко beautiful map. Просто директно ми дава такова. Не мога да се сетя точно играта, но директно дава много готини вайбове.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator, hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
No, you don't save your ammo on this guy!
Shit. Fuck. Добре. Не стана. Плана. Окей. Пробвам пак същия план.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with
That is Phineas Whitman, the famous private investigator, hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself.
He's aiming right at our fucking head!
Это bloody hell.
Get back to his last known position, on the double.
Okay. Let me get the outfit. Let me get the gun. Let me get the disguise. We are now the motherfucking detective. And I need to reload my gun, I guess. Let's go. Никой не знае, че е имало престрелка. Everything is perfect. Ето и обичам на този мап, че е някакъв weird. Oh, boys.
Hello there, sir. I just need to do a quick routine check if you want to...
Изчакай преди да направиш рутин чека, трябва да се дропна нещата. Забравих този нюанс. Но поне този същия нюанс не даде аксес към меншина. Кейс файла е лесен за намиране, там кода можем и без Алекса да е жива. Да го намерим. Let me get that guns. And let me drop my stuff here. White Trinity, това... Okay. Let me drop it there. Мисля, че сме го, да. Дори да го детонетнем, някой да ни направят. Така. Close the door. И сега вече отиваме. Алекса файла, пак, както казах, е лесен за намиране там. Но е интересно самото убийство. Самото mission story. The fucking detective. И мисля, че един от единствените начини да минеш тая мисията и че.
Hello, sir. Won't take a second, sir. Right, that's it. Keep moving, please.
I will. Lovely. Oh, this is the butler. A bottle of water for you, mate.
Ah, you must be Mr. Whitman.
Exactly.
Madam Carlyle has asked me to be of assistance to you. I trust you've had a good look around. Are you ready to see the crime scene now?
Yeah.
I am.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir. I feel
Butler.
obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Да, спокойно, след като лев на тельния
Before
ще
you
е дед.
inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
Okay, thank you, man.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
Okay. What do we have here? Anything at all? Nothing. Кейс файла нет, только сосёл, сколько помню.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor.
Interesting. Тези пули собрал.
I think the crime scene has more clues, 47.
Okay. You think? I don't think so. Ah.
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
Оп.
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Yine. Без амулет. Ooh, Rebecca. We have intel. And we have this actually. A secret passage. And a beep. Interesting. Very exotic. Okay. Phone confidential. Rebecca notebook found in the bedroom. The Henry does not match Zachary's suicide note. Okay. I'm gonna go talk to the butler.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's
You
the materials
sure?
I've prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
This is very useful information, 47. So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
I will search for
That
clues.
is the door to Rebecca's room.
We've already been there. Then.
All right, there.
Hmm. Така. Secrets.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
Има ли нещо, което мога да сканирам with my beautiful eyes? Женец Сосон. Да, я Марголис от Париж, дето убихме в първия ни епизод. Окей. Какво трябва да видя тук? Letter opener. И какво още? Къде ми е камерата? Show self-conference front in Emma Gregory's room. Alright. Me like that all. What?
Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
Like my double chin.
Actually, there you go.
Така, library. Къде са другите стаички? Let me see the map. Rebecca. Emma's Gregory. Level 2. Something. Level 0. Camera intel. О, добре. И още. Окей. Sure. Чем на ниво 0. I guess. Така. Къде беше? Че чекнем тези нещички стая.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
I will unlock it and I will go there. Becky. The office room accessible through the storage room in the staff quarters. What else?
Painkillers. Lethal if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47? Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident. And 47, the handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself. Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
I will do. Give some intel here.
You look tanned. I bet Mother spent the last week at her Cyprus estate. Am I right?
I'm not at liberty to say.
They show a number of movements of funds and
Oh,
privileges.
come on.
Okay. Portrait of Mugore Madame Grazan located in the sitting room. And what do we have here? That is so fucking important to see. Някакъв камера интел поне от това, което го дава. Let me see. Shoes and footprints same as matching the prints on the terrace outside the sitting room. Interesting. Weird, but interesting. Къде да имаме камера Intel? Тука. Okay. I need to go to the... нали? Да. The handwriting doesn't match Zachary's suicide notes.
You always led by.
The level 1, level 2. Level 3. Okay.
Rather than by words and
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Question. Чакай. English is suspect in the alibi confirmed. Intel ми трябва, чакай. Intel, yeah. Viable suspect, okay. Let me go talk to the others.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with
8:30, you
Edward.
know.
I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Alibi confirmed, Ghost Anna. Emma Carlyle. This.
Emmer Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
Questioned.
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Окей. Че я тебя разпитаме още малко и оня също.
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach! Huh. Such a sad old
Such a
soul.
sad old
Bit
soul.
heavy on the bottle. But who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Is that all? Not very thorough, are you?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Ты F1 alibi confirmed. То странно го разпитаме още малко.
Weird.
Hi.
Stop playing, you little cunt.
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. Anything else I can do to help?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Alibi confirmed. Te Rebecca. Къде са ти is my question. Ето го единия. Currently busy. With what? Stroking his big ass cock.
Yo, Anne, what's up? Relax, man. I said I'd get you money.
Elton John на минимални
It's just gonna
графики.
take a little longer. Jeez, and how's that my fault? Calm the fuck down, Ant. You know I'm good for it. I'm a Carlisle. I'm made of money. Just lean back and enjoy the interest. Meanwhile, go and have some drinks on me. No, Christ, I'm gonna hang up. Let's talk when you've calmed the fuck down.
Patrick Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum.
Ако Елтън Джон и Джон Ленън имаха дете, ще да изглежда така. Actually. Или Пол Маккарти на минималния, I don't know.
I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So, is that it?
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
Okay. Question. Има question. Ребека. Чакай се. Искам да видя library. Mr. Fernsby office trophy room, dining room. Захари, Ребека. Има Грегори. На левел 2 не сме се качвали изобщо, а има неща май. Добре, че да question им Ребека и ще търсим още улики. Да я намерим само this motherfucker. A little bitch.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I.
Jesus F. Christ, you're a fucking weirdo.
Together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoyed his discomfort over staying. I had a consult with my new office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making a list for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
Okay. Level 2.
Phil, did you find out that the boat...
Level 2, let me go to level 2. Там не сме били. А може да има нещо интересно.
That
can't let you
is
pass.
Alexa Carlyle,
Sorry, sir.
unofficial leader of the
Ясно, добре.
Providence Partners and last one.
Кое имаме от към Intel? Questioned. Аз не е конформнатото алиби на мапа. Искам да видя къде е фъканата стая. Secret room, Emerson Gregory. Окей, тук имаме нещо.
To be alive.
Ляво.
Greetings, sir.
Have all kinds of interesting. Maybe we should get back to.
Missing mysterious witch.
So, how long have you been working here?
About a month now.
You're American.
Weird. Где тот mysterious witch?
Verified his identity. I did, sir. It all checked out.
Конечно, switch. Момент. Когда влезем там из вопроса? Weird. Actually interesting. Добре, отиваме към Батлера, Балю. Даем него какво ще каже и след това отиваме сред това Алекса.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Ще влеем Батлера, той не е с от всичките.
How are you?
И той, че той даже и не даде алиби, това не е смешното от всичкото.
Looking good, man. Looking good. Looking good today, sir.
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
The butler, Mr. Fernsby, killed Zachary.
Fernsby? Oh, you've got that wrong. He would never do such a thing. He is the most loyal man I have ever met.
I found pills in his office that matches the poison that killed your brother. Furthermore, I found Zachary's notebook, half burned, in Mr. Fernsby's fireplace. It showed that Zachary intended to publish a written confession to a murder the two of you committed nearly 50 years ago. The murder of your older brother, Montgomery.
That's outrageous. We did no such thing.
No need to feign innocence. I know a killer when I see one, and my discretion is assured. The papers also described how Mr. Fernsby helped you stage the murder of Montgomery as an accident. I believe he killed Zachary not to be exposed as an accomplice to murder.
Sweet Fernsby. You are wrong, Mr. Whitmer. He did not do it to protect himself. He did it to protect the Carlyle legacy. Mr. Fernsby, like myself, understands that sacrifices must be made to secure stability and prosperity. Mr. Whitmer, I'd appreciate it if your findings never leave this room. I understand Fernsby's actions, and there is no need for them to have more consequences than they already have. Fernsby was very fond of Zachary, and I'm sure his decision will haunt him to the day he dies. About your reward, have you considered an amount?
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Arthur Edwards, the Constant. But that must mean you're... I expected you'd show up.
But you're not here to kill me. If you were, you would have already. Enemy of my enemy, I suppose. You can have it. You earned it.
How are you, sir?
The file you want is in the safe. Good hunting. I need some privacy. Thank you.
Just keep calm.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlyle. Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Направо накарахме тя да ни даде файла. Брилиант. Брилиант плей просто. Let me get my toys.
They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
Goddamn. Трапор. Lockpick Mark 3. Nice.
Don't respond, just listen. Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
Motherfucker.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah?
How about now? Over here! Cover me! Walk away!
Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't.
Tell the Constant to start running!
You think you've won? 47 is out there. And 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I look forward to your call.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.
Damn. Окей, надявам се да ви е харесал епизода. Вие бяхте на Ригимил Channel. Абонирайте се за канала, коментирайте и следвайте Twitch-а. Също и се надявам да ви хареса поредицата, понеже както виждате плот тикан си и почти сме към завършика на тая поредица. Вече сме изцяло на финиш лайна, така че да, имаме поне още 5 мисии някъде и това са 5 епизода, така че да, скоро приключваме поредицата. В следващия епизод.